Hello, welcome to the Phreak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of Legends of Eisenwald. It is by Aetherducks Entertainment, and this has been a game that I have been wanting to play for, well, quite a long time. It's been on my wish list for over 2 years, folks, so that should tell you a little something something. It did release on Steam back in July, so it's been a little bit of time since it released, and I really wanted to play it pretty much since even before it released, but especially since it released. And unfortunately in July there was no time available on my schedule to actually play it. So I waited, and as you know, my schedule hasn't opened up. In fact, it's gotten more and more full. That being said, I decided, you know what, screw it. We're already like severely overtapped. Why not throw another game into the mix, have some fun with it, enjoy it, and finally showcase something. Well, like I said, it's been on my wish list for 2 years. I really want to do some coverage of it. So we're going to finally do that. All that being said, folks, we're going to start up a new game here in just a second. I'm only going to tell you real briefly, it is a tactical turn-based strategy game where you get to choose and pick these different characters. You can upgrade them, they gain experience, and of course it's the turn-based tactical battle maps and such. That's pretty much all the explanation we need, guys. We're going to hop in. I'm going to play through the tutorial because I played through most of the tutorial on my own, but I didn't want to spoil too much of the game or of the story for myself. I wanted to kind of share it with all of you. So we're going to play through the tutorial now as well, and anything that maybe I would have missed without playing through it, we can hopefully catch. So that's the play, and I'm going to probably skip over some of the stuff in the tutorial, things that I actually already know 100%. So there's 3 heroes you get to choose from at the beginning. You have the Knight, the Baroness, and the Mystic, or Heinrich, Elizabeth, and Balthazar. We're going to read what each person does, and I'm going to be choosing the Baroness. That is going to be the person that I choose, but we'll read through all 3 of the people. So that being said, let's start with the Knight. The Knight is a strong warrior who wears heavy armor and excels at melee combat. He bravely leads his troops to glorious victory or honorable death. Whether wielding a sword, lance, or great hammer, he is a master of the melee. And when mounted, the Knight is a formidable, steel-clad juggernaut. We're going to switch over to the Mystic now. The Mystic is a learned man who has delved into the realms of metaphysics, astrology, and alchemy. A hard fight is his favorite lesson in philosophy, and the world is his laboratory. When a Mystic has mastered the properties of all matter, he can turn iron into glass, or fortify wheat chaff until it is stronger than steel. His mind is as sharp as any blade, and his touch is sometimes flame. Recommended for advanced players, which I most assuredly am not, sir. So we're going to go with the Baroness. It's going to be, the Baroness is a bold and charismatic woman. She prefers archery, hunting, and adventure to needlework and music. She handles a bow or crossbow better than anyone else. Thanks to her instinctive cunning and hunting skills, she is at an advantage in the wild and at range. You may ask yourself, when did I pick up an English accent? Well, obviously I can start speaking with my English accent and then slip seamlessly into my fake American one. Or vice versa. Anyway, folks, let's go. We're going to steal my wife's name once again. Chimera McSquigums is going to be it. And we're going to start up the game. We're going to play it on normal. So the difference between the difficulty levels from easy, normal, difficult, and ultra difficult are basically you start off with additional castle supports, more income for you, less income from enemies. Worthless items or useless, unnecessary items, whatever they call it, are sold at full price on easy, at half price on normal, or 2 times lower, 3 times lower, and 4 times lower. And then on normal, it's all the same. On easy, the enemies can't use active abilities to kill you. On normal, they can. On difficult and ultra difficult, they target the lowest level or the lowest health creature, and they also heal themselves. Plus, they get more of a boon in their income, and we get more detriment to ours, including them getting extra castle slots, and we get less. So it just kind of scales, you know, it's like easy, normal, difficult, ultra difficult. So we're going to go on normal. Alright, and let's get into it and get started. Castle Seedlets. Ah, there's a warm welcome and a mug of excellent beer there, I'm sure. And hopefully a mug of warm wine. The trek through Goldstein swamps has steeped half a swamp into my boots. Seems that dry land isn't too far away. So this is going to be a lot of stuff that pops up like this is going to come through the tutorial, guys. I'll explain it away, or I'll even read it. So our mini-map is going to be in the top right, and it shows you right there. You can click to expand it. We have our main menus, and you don't actually move with W, A, S, and D. In fact, you're locked to your character, but you can move around, look around with your right mouse button to kind of rotate the camera and whatnot. So, with that being said, keep that in mind. A or I or L, I'm not sure what the army windows are, but there's always buttons down here that we can press for all these things. Additionally, our economy is down here. Your gold and daily income or expenditures, the amount of castles we have, the current/maximum amount of regular fighters, aka recruits, and the amount of followers and mercenaries we have. And then, of course, there's time control. We're going to be playing this on like a turn-based time instead of like real time. You could play it on real time or turn-based. It's up to you. And then, of course, it tells you time indicator and game control and all that wonderful fun stuff. So, let's get into it. We're going to make sure time is stopped. We're going to put it up to 2x probably, and it tells you it's 1400, so it's 2 in the afternoon. Alright, so we can right-click to drag the mouse around to take a look at what's going on. We can zoom in a bit closer. We can change the angle that we're looking at as well. And we can zoom out, and then we can also right-click on this guy, and it will tell us what the enemy is here, or the army that we're near is. And this one is friendly. It's a local hunter, and he seems to be waiting for us. So we are going to click a little bit closer. There we go, and we moved a bit closer. Berthold, your fidgeting is unnerving. This is clearly the right road. You said something similar in the swamps, and we spent hours there. Then, if proof is what you require, perhaps my map will satisfy you in your incessant worry. We can always check it to see if we are on the right path. Open the minimap and find Castle Seidlitz. Alright, we're just going to hit M to open the minimap. And you guys will see here, this will break it down a little bit more. The map scale controls are up here. Show hide buildings, change the legend, basically. Your army is marked by a green arrow. Your objectives are marked as green. Neutral armies and buildings are gray. Friendlies are blue, and red is enemies, of course. And press this to show marks on a specific quest on the map. And then here are the specific quests. So there we have it, guys and gals. Get to Castle Seidlitz, or Seidlitz, rather. And we are here, and Castle Seidlitz is over here. So that is the play. And if we wanted to be bigger or smaller, we can zoom in much further, and we can drag it around to see what's going on. But I think we'll stick with this one for now. I like it. Alright, we're going to move a bit closer. Good day to you, travelers. I come from Seidlitz to escort you to the castle. I know these woods well. These lands are not foreign to me, friend. I know the way to Claussen's castle. Oh, I don't doubt you do, my lady, but there's been trouble in these woods. We ought to avoid the more notorious parts, if you take my meaning. Then we'd best be on our guard. Let's be ready in case we do run into trouble. Open the troop screen and make sure that your fighters stand in the right formation. Alright, so what we're going to do now is click on this button down here. And your army, a maximum of 12 fighters. The front line, a strong position for well-armored infantry. The second row, great for ranged fighters and lightly armed infantry. And the rear is a good position for healers and or support units. So there you have it. This button will display the upgrade tree of a selected character. We have the selected character stats. We have their special abilities and attributes down here. We can sort items through this. This is our current inventory and our selected character's current equipment. Okay, simple enough. And here we have it. We have Chimera McSquigums of the Baroness. She has all of her default equipment here. So how this works is we basically can get replacement equipment and we can put it on and it will take up the regular armor slot. But even if we have nothing on her, she will always have her chainmail, she will always have her bow, her arrows, and her hat, or her sallet, as it were. Okay, so right now, the way it stands, we have our boy Berthold up in the front. We have Chimera in the middle line, and we have Caspar the Unbound also here. So that is the peasant dude that joined us. We can check out the upgrade tree on him. He starts off down here, but as you can see, there's a couple different ways to upgrade. This is very similar, or at least this reminds me very, very much of the Disciples 3 game. If you guys ever played that, I actually found it to be good. A lot of people hated it. I don't know what the deal is, but it was different than Disciples 2, and it was much more modern. I still like the game. I enjoyed it a lot, but a lot of people hated it. But still, the fact remains, this upgrade tree seems to be very similar to that. So, we'll see how it all plays out. Alright, I'm actually going to slow this down to 1.5. 2 might be a bit much. Alright, let's continue on, and this guy's going to walk up on us. A fugitive peasant. Welcome, good lady, to the benevolent Lord Redbestel's fine forest. Come along, and we'll introduce you to the man himself. My pardon, but we've come a long way and will not be pulled aside until we've at least had some rest. Come along peacefully now, or things might not go well for you. I suggest you move along. Bestel doesn't take kindly to rude guests. Oh no, we're gonna be in battle! Alright, well, let's read this just because we can. It's here, guys. You can probably pause and read, but I'll read it for you anyway. Legends of Eisenwald has a turn-based combat system. The main feature is that there are no movement points. You can't order your fighters to go stand somewhere without attacking. Also, you can't skip a turn. At every turn, a fighter has to attack or use his special abilities. A melee fighter can attack the nearest enemy independent of distance. If there are a few fighters nearby, you can choose any one of them. Also, you can choose a direction for attack. An example on the left, our fighter can attack enemies A and B because they are nearest to him and the distance is equal. But our fighter cannot attack the enemy C because he is further away than A and B. So be it. Besides attacking, the fighter can spend his turn to use an ability, use a potion, or retreat to a safe hex. In the last case, the fighter will move automatically to a hex where an enemy cannot attack him. Simple enough, and if we take a look here, the active abilities of the fighter whose turn is currently, and his primary stats, shows it up here, as you see on this side here. The initiative line, so turn order basically. The fighter who's currently selected, so whoever you're about to go smash or kill is going to be right there. You can open your menu, you can open or enable fast combat or auto combat as it were, and the battle log to see what's going on. Alright, let's get into it. And I'm experiencing a little bit of game lag, it seems, but it's not too bad. I'm going to spin the combat around a little. Let's get in a little bit closer and see. Our guys look pretty cool, don't they? Alright, apparently we're up against quite a few peasants with pitchforks. I think our heavily armored knight Berthold is going to be able to handle business a little bit better. I think we may also try doing a little bit of ranged murder. We're going to attack this guy right here. Bam, 36 damage. We do a double attack, but it only shows 1 damage instance, just so you guys know. We're going to charge forward and attack this guy for 29 points of damage and probably drop him. Oh, we got deflected. He got the first attack off. That wasn't cool. Alright, we're going to do 22 damage onto him. And again, the double attack, even though it's really a single attack. Or the damage only shows up once, I guess you could say. We're going to go there and return some damage. We're going to get kind of mauled a little bit here, left, right, and center. But I think it's going to be okay. Alright, so it's our gal pal's turn to do some murder. I think if we attack this guy right here, we should be able to drop him with good old Berthold. Berthold's like, you will die, sir. Alright, no quick attack against us there. And it's our ranged individual's time to shine. Going to throw out an attack there. And he's going to continue to attack Chimera. It's not cool. This guy's going to stab our boy. Oh, our guy didn't actually turn and attack him back. Alright, we're going to try to kill off that guy. No such luck. Berthold says, I got this, don't even worry. Bam, big attack. And we're going to finish off you. And that's it. So all we really had to do was kill the guy in the back. We didn't have to kill the front guy at all. Alright, so we gained 3 experience on him, 13 on her, 10 on him. That's what you would expect. We got 16 gold and no trophies, apparently. Alright, now I'm not sure exactly how the healing works in this game, guys. I want to apologize for that. I don't really know if you have to rest or if it's like a certain amount of time before has to pass before we heal. I don't know, but we'll keep an eye on these guys just to see. Alright, so we did what we had to do. This peasant's walking at us with a little bit of purpose in his step. He's friendly, though. So we're going to talk to him. Be well, your grace. Alright, so we have nothing to do with him right now. What we need to do is get to Castle Sadlitz and see if we can't get stuff handled. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to open up our inventory again. I don't know that we've healed at all. 111 experience. Where's our health? 26 out of 65. We're going to continue to walk around. And my real hope is that we can actually make it to the castle before we run into any issues. Alright, we're nearly to the castle. Ah, Claussen's castle. I swear I can see him from here, ready to welcome us. If you want to see who is in an army or in a garrison of a castle, click on it with the right mouse button. You can right click there, and Castle Sadlitz. Towers on the bluff which stands above the picturesque curve of the river. Beyond its towers, the land stretches far into the distance. In clear weather, it is even possible to see distant ships coming toward the lands on the North Sea. We can see what army is available that's going to be opposing us if we decide to go in. Additionally, this is the front line, the middle line, and then finally the back line is up top. Alright, let's take a look once again into our inventory here. We were 26, we've gone up 1 health point since all that time has passed. So we're still not looking great, but we can get in a little bit closer here if we want to take a peek at the castle. And we'll just walk on forward and see what's up. Baron Claussen Seidlitz has changed little over the years. A little gray has seeped into his hair and beard, but he retains the vigor and fierceness of the man you saw often in your father's company. Welcome, Lady Chimera McSquigums. It does my heart good to see you. Unless I am mistaken, I don't recall meeting your friend. Thank you for the welcome, Baron Seidlitz. It's a pleasure to see you once again. Let me introduce you to Berthold, a loyal friend and comrade. He has saved me from the grasp of death more than a few times. You have a firm grip, Sir Berthold. It is fortunate that I brought both of you here. Please, treat my home as your own. I hope there was no trouble on the way. We did encounter a little problem along the road. Bandits under the orders of a man called Red Bestel. Troubling news indeed, but not entirely surprising. It would be a shame to spoil your arrival with a request, but, you know, I'm a douche, and I'm going to ask you to do stuff anyway. No, I'm kidding. So both of you should rest now and regain your strength. Return to me when you are able, and we will discuss this further. See, for once, the guy isn't a douche. Everybody else would be like, well, you just got here, but you need to go out and do this, 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 and this, and then I'll let you relax and enjoy your time here. But chances are, in the course of doing this, 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 and this, you're going to end up either getting killed, getting hurt, or causing a whole new set of problems that you're going to go have to deal with. So basically, you end up playing the entire game, and you never get a chance to rest. This dude's at least giving us that rest at the beginning. It's nice. It's refreshing. I like it. Alright, I can see you are weary from your travels. Make your way to St. Elena's Church. Your wounds will be tended there. Alright, Castle Seidlitz, towers on the bluff. We already read that. Alright, let's get out of here. And we're going to go down to the church, which I believe is over here somewhere. I think it's this one right here. Alright, yep, there is St. Elena's Church. We're going to go over here to heal up. So I guess we can cure our wounds at the church. That is how you do it, folks. Let's go into our inventory real quick. Take a look at him. Yeah, he's only healed up to 29 from 26, and he might have been at 25 before. I don't know. Well, let's definitely heal up. There is always someone here who can wash and treat our wounds. Alright. So here's the rundown of what we're looking at here. 1. Select tab actions. Okay, that's this one. Click here to heal all units in your army, or click here to heal the selected unit only. Alright, simple enough. Alright, we'll zoom in. We can heal all. It's 85 gold, or we can heal just Chimera, which is 19. Or we can heal Berthold, which is 66. We're going to heal all. And there we go. The church is really loud, by the way, guys. Alright, so we've done that. Now we probably have a new quest. It looks like our journal down here is open and available. Heal wounds. Go to St. Elena's Church and heal your wounds in your army. Then return to the Castle Seidlitz. Alright, so we've done one part of the mission. Let's do the other, shall we? We could stop by the different towns and do stuff, but we don't really need to. So let's just return to the town up here. I think 1.5x is going to be okay, guys. We'll do that. You're looking a little better. Wonderful. Why not go and teach Red Bestel a lesson? That way you can repay the wrong that was done to you, and at the same time rid me of a thorn in my side. You'll first need to gather some men to assist you. You may as well start here. There's a man in my castle that you can hire. Alright, and here's how we hire stuff. So, the hiring tab, and we hire a unit. Simple enough, right? Alright, we are going to hire ourselves Uwe the String Bean. He's a soldier. He doesn't sound very soldier-like, but hey, you know what? We're going to hire him anyway. Why? Because we can. Alright, and there we go. I think we're going to split our guys up a little bit more like that. I think that's okay. And hiring. Can we hire more than one of them? No, it looks like we can only hire one. So we can't hire another. Alright. Well, that's fair. We have another quest here as well. Alright, but before that you need to prepare for battle by hiring more troops and buying more equipment. Do we go back into the town? I'm not sure if we do or not. Okay, well, we hired the one guy. Oh, here we go. Wonderful, but infantry and archers are not enough for battle. First of all, you will need a healer. You can find one in the forest village. Second, a priest would not be such a bad idea. Don't be surprised. Sometimes sincere prayer and stout clubs do more than sharp steel. Try St. Elena's church for such a man. Alright, so we need a forest village and the church. Also, my young friends, I can see that you are not equipped for a fight. You can get something better at the summer fair. And for you, Berthold, I have something special. It is a horse from an acquaintance in Hungary. He swore that the horse is a descendant of an Arabian stallion. It is too high-spirited for me, but you may be able to control it. I told my servants to hold him for you in the village near the castle. Thank you, Lord Claussen. I am flattered by such a valuable gift. Alright, so we're going to go to Hawk Village to start with. I guess we'll get our horse from here. Sir Berthold? Craig? I have no idea. It's Craig, man. No, alright. The Baron told us to give you this horse. Wonderful, I hope it's well trained. He just said it wasn't, it's high-spirited. Anyway. Once I had a stallion, but I spent more time in the dirt than in the saddle. Well, let me try to set my foot in the stirrup. Note, you not only have the horse, but also the lance, since you can fight on horseback with the lance. Alright, and here we go, guys. Select a character capable of fighting from horseback. In the tutorial to be Berthold. Only a unit who can use a lance can fight on a horse. Please note, a horse gives a serious advantage in combat, but mounted fighting is possible only in open space. In forests, swamps, and fortifications, including sieges, a mounted unit will automatically be dismounted. So there you have it. Select a character capable of fighting from horseback, and let's see, drag the horse here, drag the lance there. Alright, and then press this button. Yeah! Alright, let's do it then. We're going to hop in. We have all this done. We're going to leave. We're going to open up our inventory once again. We can't do that with you. We need Berthold here. We're going to go and drag that there. Drag this here and mount. Yeah, buddy. Look at him. He's just sitting there. He's like, what's up? I'm on horseback. Don't even bother with it. Don't even bother with it. We got this on lockdown. Alright, we need to go to the summer fair next. Alright, we need to buy up some beautiful, beautiful, delicious equipment. Alright, unfortunately, she probably can't go on horseback. Now, I'm not sure what the best thing to buy is going to be. 10 initiative, 11 range damage versus her 2 initiative. Alright, we're going to buy the light crossbow. We may buy the light crossbow. Did it work? Did it not work? I don't... Oh, here we go. Now we can do it. Okay, we're going to buy the light crossbow. There's a wiseman's hat, which gains a spiritual power. I don't think we need that necessarily. He doesn't have a hat, so maybe getting him a medium armored hat wouldn't be too bad. 2 to melee defense. I think that could be okay. He's got a lance, and he's got a sword, which isn't super great. 3 to melee attack. 1 to melee attack. I guess we could buy the sword. Maybe we can even give it to our boy over here. There's a shield here as well. Do you have anything? No, you have a battle axe, which I kind of like. We're going to buy the shield as well. There's a decorated rod or wand or something along those lines. We'll grab that up. Guess we'll grab most of this stuff. Why not? The willpower ring, sure. And then this is stuff, I guess, per combat. I don't think it's permanent stuff. I'm okay with that. I think we're fine with what we have. Alright, we're going to escape there. We're going to go back into our inventory once again. I realize that the towns are going to be a bit noisy. So we're going to drag the crossbow there, and she's going to be quite a bit more powerful, I think, or at least I hope. She's using arrows. Hopefully that still works. I realize they're not bolts, but I don't know if we need bolts or not. Again, we're going to hope not. Alright, he's got that. We can give him the sword, right? Yeah, the sword's significantly better. It's the Damask sword. I'm going to go over to this guy here and give him a shield, which he has. 2 melee defense, 2 range defense. This is going to be 6 melee defense, 7 range defense. Maybe we don't want to give it to him. Maybe we want to give it to our boy here. Yeah, I guess we could. We can get... Wait, hold on. What's wrong with this? It's a big shield. Why can't we use it with him? It's red, so that means we can't use it with him. Alright, we'll put that up there. We'll give you the willpower one as well, buddy. You can go and you put that on. Let's go to you. Can you not use this either? Shield. I'm assuming there's one for like big shields that we can eventually upgrade. Defensive stance shield. Upgrade. It doesn't show me anything there. We'll go here to... Oh, there's several different things that we can do. Cool. So we can upgrade our hero that way. I'm not sure why we can't use this. It says it's an infantry shield and it's big. You would think that he'd be able to use it, but apparently not the case. This one is just a regular shield. So I guess, technically, maybe we need somebody who's like a shield master or something. Whatever. We have a shield sitting around. It's fine. Alright, and what do we need next? Well, we don't want to go back to the summer fair. We need to go to the church, I believe. Good, but new equipment isn't worth anything if it just gathers dust amongst our baggage. Let's put it on. We've already done that. Alright, we've already done the market. We've checked all this stuff out. And we've done the trading. That's totally fine. There are slots available for potions there, we saw. And let's go up in here and get ourselves the... Is this a healer or a priest? It's Joachim. Alright, we're going to go and hire him up. I'm not sure what he is considered. It should tell us, shouldn't it? He's a preacher. I don't know. Alright, well, we've hired him up. That's fine. We're going to actually pop out. We're going to go into our inventory here. We're going to take a look at this guy. What is he considered? Does it tell us? Let's check out the upgrade. A lector, he's an acolyte, a monk, a battle monk, an inquisitor, a deacon, a priest, or a bishop. So I guess he's our healer? That would be my guess. He's our healer. He's an acolyte. He's got a shield of faith. He's got a blessing. He's got meditation, and he's got preacher. The will of most soldiers and nobles and armies with such a character is increased by 2, but the will of characters with the impious characteristic is lowered by 2. Alright, well, I think he's actually a support character. I don't think he's a healer. I think he buffs people. Alright, so spiritual power. What is spiritual power? This is willpower. This is spiritual power. The character's amount of spiritual power determines the power of spells and the amount of spiritual power that can be spent to cast these spells. Bewitched Hands. This character possesses spiritual power and knows how to use it to conjure spells and prayers. Alright, so he's going to preach for us, but he's not considered a healer. Alright, we're going to go and we're going to try to gather up our healer, and then we're going to break off. Yeah, Forest Village, this is where we need to go. So we're going to break off the episode after we gather our full party here. So we need to hire. We'll click on the hire thing down here. And here's a peasant woman, Kira, which I assume is a healer. Restoration, yes. So we're going to hire her up, and that is going to be that. I think we're going to move these like this. We're going to change our formation just a bit. I like it. Alrighty, and we're going to click on her and give her the little benefit here. Now we're going to leave that. We're going to hit I. I just want to see. She also has spiritual power? She does. And she has the hat on now as well. So hopefully that'll help. She actually restores health to friendly characters. That's actually good as well. And good sir, can you use the rod? Why can you not use the rod? You should want to use the rod. Use the rod! Alright, well, we have what we need to take on the Red Dog Bestel. Perhaps, but we need to find him first. We should ask Seidlitz what he knows. Come now, my friend, there are many ways to gain information. We ought to enjoy a beer at the local tavern and sit back and see what we can learn from the talkative locals. A sound plan, especially if there is drinking involved. Alright, so in the next episode, guys, we will go and see if we can't find out where Red Bestel is, take him on, and crush his soul. I don't know if we want to crush his soul, but we do want to defeat him and move forward in our quest. Hopefully you're enjoying this very first episode of Legends of Eisenwald. If you are, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you guys next time with the next episode. Well, I guess we could repeat the name again if you really want to. I mean, do we really have to? I don't think we have to. I already said Legends of Eisenwald. We don't need to say it again. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Phreak Show, and I will see you later.